What's up, kids? It is Tuesday, September 19th. It's about 1:30 in the afternoon. Just getting hot off of Jensen, but you know how to quarterbacks in the group. But it is your week 2 recap. Alright, let's jump right into it. As always, I'm going to go in order of highest points scored. So we're going to start off with Jack with 156, taking down Cole with 131. Jack was powered by Denver running back C.J. Anderson, gave him 31 points. Pretty impressive there. Big Ben gave him 21, Alex Smith 18, so nice day for Jack. Pretty good point total at 156. Over on Cole's side, pretty good day. Would have beaten a few teams in the league if you played them this week. 131 points. His big score was Derek Carr with 27, Carson Palmer with 18, and Devontae Adams with 19.9 in junk time on Sunday Night Football. So decent week for Cole. Another loss, I believe that brings him down to 0-2, so we'll see if he can bounce back. Next game up, we had Sokol with 154.4, and Coyle with 116. So Sokol really ran away with this one early. Aaron Rodgers gave him 25 points. Devontae Freeman gave him 23. Travis Kelce also gave him 23. So a decent day, pretty good production throughout. Only had one position player scoring in single digits, and that was Corey Davis with 0.9. I think he got hurt in that game though. Over on Coyle's side, not a great day, not a terrible day. Michael Crabtree had the most, 429 points. Then he had Carlos Hyde with 18, Russ Wilson with 15, and then a bunch of guys in single digits. So not a great day for Coyle. 116 points isn't terrible, but not nearly enough to take down Sokol this week. Moving on now to your commish with 149, beating down on McCallum's 85.5. This was just a slaughter fest from the start. I was really powered by Carson Wentz and Alshon Jeffrey, who gave me 27 and 18. Gronk also had 23 before he exited early from that game. So a decent day for your commish. Only 2 position players under double digits. Over on McCallum's side, not great really anywhere. 2 players in double digits, with Matt Ryan getting 16 and Melvin Gordon getting 17. Everybody else was under 10, with the exception of Dustin Hopkins, kicker, who was at exactly 10. Moving on now to a bit of a surprise, an upset here. Troy 130 beating out Ryan with 121. Pat, as he banked on, was powered by Tom Brady and his 39.8 points. Also had another 23 from Todd Gurley. And then here and there I had a couple double-digit performances from Martavis Bryant, Colby Fleener, people like that. Over on Ryan's side, Kareem Hunt had another nice night, 24.4. Philip Rivers gave him 22. Julio Jones gave him 16. Joe Flacco gave him 18. Nobody else really did anything of value for him, so that's why he lost this matchup to Patrick. Next up, we had TJ getting his first win of the season, beating down Reynolds, 129 to 119. TJ didn't really have any superstars. Had a lot of consistency, a lot of guys in the 14 to 19 range. Jimmy Swinston had 14. Mike Leonard had 15. J.J. had 16. Mike Evans had 18. Jarvis Allen had 18. So we had a lot of nice guys in that kind of high teens range. Over on Reynolds' side, Emmanuel Sanders gave him 21. That was a bit of a surprise. Matt Stafford gave him 17.2. Mike Gillespie 12.9. So nothing spectacular. I mean, 119 points is decent, but definitely going to need to do better if he wants to kind of develop a little bit of a winning streak here and get rolling. Finally, our last matchup, our lowest scoring matchup by far, we had Jensen with 110 points, beating Walter with 99.6. Jensen had a nice day from Drew Brees, gave him 27 points. That was really the only real high score. His other high score was, his next high score, I should say, was Leonard Fournette with 13 points. So nothing really spectacular on Jensen's side. Over on Walter's side, really Ty Montgomery gave him 26. Everybody else stank. Marcus Mariota gave him 15. Marshawn Lynch gave him 11. And that was really it. Nobody else over 9.9 points for Kirk Cousins. So yeah, tough day over on Walter's side, tough day on Jensen's side too, but Jensen's able to squeak out the win here. All right, let's move on now to our weekly superlatives. Only a couple this week, there wasn't much going on. First up, we had Double Dip.
doing?
And this is going to go right back to me, your commissioner, with Carson Wentz and Alshon Jeffrey. Carson Wentz finished the day with 333 yards and 2 touchdowns plus a pick, totaling 27.8 points. Alshon Jeffrey caught 7 of those balls for 92 yards and a touchdown, gave me 18.7 points. So really a nice day from my Eagles that powered me to victory here. And then our next one's going to be our MVP.
Only me getting pizza every game. MVP, most valuable pizza eater.
This one should be no surprise. It's going to go to Patrick's Tom Brady, TB12, if you will. He finished the day with 447 yards and 3 touchdowns. He came out with an absolute vengeance after getting their ass kicked in week 1. He totaled 39.8 points. So nice day there from Tommy Terrific, as they call him up here. All right, moving on now to everybody's favorite segment. It is your Week 2 Power Rankings. A lot of shifts, a lot of movement in this one. It's still early, so it makes sense. But we have Jack in the number 1 spot, slightly beating out your commissioner thanks to points, who is the number 2 spot. And our third undefeated team is Jensen in the number 3 spot. All 3 of those guys have moved up 3 spots from last week. Then in the middle we have Ryan, Coyle, Sokol, Danny McCallan, Pat Troy, and TJ Hernandez. All of our 1-1 teams take up that middle spot. McCallan with the biggest jump, dropping 6 spots. Sokol bouncing up 4 spots after his nice victory. And then finally winning the rear here is going to be Cole, Reynolds, and Walter. Our 0-2 teams. I expect Cole to bounce out of it. Reynolds, Walter, not so sure if they have the means to do so this season. All right, I think that's all I got for this week. So I believe we settled on the quarterback issue. You can have 3 quarterbacks on your active roster plus 1 on your IR slot. Any more than that, and it's hoarding, whatever we're going to call it. So we're going to stick with 3 plus 1. We'll call that rule. Unfortunately, ESPN doesn't let you separate out IR positions from your regular roster position. So it's going to be manually policed, most likely by Sheriff Dan. So he'll keep me up to date if anybody breaks that rule. But the rule is the rule, so we're going to go with that for now. Yeah, them's the rules. Anybody has any injury news they want to talk about next week? I should say at the end of this week for the update for the Week 3 preview. Any notes, numbers, whatever, let me know. I'll make sure to add it in there. Otherwise, that's all for now. Peace.